so my camera quality is like not that great, and it's nighttime, so if you're wondering why the lighting looks bad, that's why. But anyways, so I wanted to get on here real fast and just do a really quick movie review over this movie called Malcolm and Marie. Came out not too long ago. I'm probably super late, but I have to get this off my chest. Now, this movie had Zendaya in it, and it also had, I don't want to call him Denzel Washington's son, but I forgot to look up his name before I decided to do this, so y'all bear with me. Two very famous actors in this movie as the lead, male and female. Now, there was a lot of people talking about what I'd heard on social media, saying things like they didn't really feel comfortable with Zendaya playing with him because he was a lot older than her. Not that much older, but I guess it's because we're so used to seeing her playing in younger roles. You know, and there's other people saying, oh, she's an adult, she can do whatever she want to do. But whatever, what have you. She's an adult now, so, you know. So, this movie, it was really interesting the way they set it up. They had it in, like, grayscale, black and white, and it was just the two of them. And when I say, I felt emotionally drained and tired and frustrated after watching that movie. I was watching it on my laptop. And once I was done, I got into bed and went to sleep. That's how tired I was after watching that movie. I felt like the third wheel that they had brought home from the party, they got caught in the crossfire of their arguments and was just there to just witness it. Like some stuff that I didn't even want to witness, but I just was in there because the arguing, it was like their whole relationship was like a bipolar dynamic. One moment they're all over each other, the next moment they're fighting and saying things to each other that they should have never said. I don't even want to go through like all the things, but you know, for the most part it was like the big issue between them. You know, at first you don't really know what's going on. They come home, he's all excited, she's kind of just like, you know, making the macaroni, and then he realizes that something is wrong after X amount of minutes, and she's just like, oh no, I'm fine, nothing's wrong. And he was like, oh no, I know when something's wrong, you need to tell me. And then she finally tells him that she's mad at him because at the, I guess it was like the movie premiere, he didn't thank her when he was given words to speak. And I think that is a big deal. Like, if this is the woman, you know, so she's not your, you know, your wife. This is the woman who was with you through all of the drama. And she even mentioned, like, in the movie that apparently she helped look through, like, hundreds of hours of film and all this kind of stuff, and that he had based, apparently, parts of the movie on her life, or parts of her life. And that was another part of the argument. You stole my life, and you didn't give me credit. You didn't thank me. And then he was like, I didn't steal your life story. I based this part off of this girl that I screwed in a hot tub. I based it off of this girl that I screwed on the tabletop. I based it off of me whenever I was upset and blah, blah, blah. And said some other stuff, like I said, that he should have never said to her. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, I felt secondhand pain for the both of them. And it was crazy. And so I'm thinking, well, maybe he can just tell her thank you, or like make a video, put it on Instagram, Facebook, and just be like, I want to thank my girlfriend for being there. I didn't say this at the speech, but I wanted to thank her. And then maybe they could just, you know, squash the beef, bury the hatchet. But no, she was pretty pissed, and I can understand that. You know, I'm gonna always use church analogies, so if you don't like it, you just gotta have to get used to it or look at somebody else's videos. But in church, when a man gets up, and he's a preacher, and he gets up in front of, you know, as he's at like a church that's not his church, or even his church, and there's people there, one of the things that they say, like they say, oh, Pastor so-and-so, do you want to get words? Do you want to get words? He comes up there and he says, well, first, give an honor to God, because that's what you want to do. You want to give honor to God first. And then, you know, to my pastor, my family, my wife. Like, if a pastor doesn't say thank God for my wife and he's up there, oh, he's catching HE double hockey sticks when he gets home from his wife. She's gonna be like, So you just wasn't gonna thank me when you got up in church? Like, that is a ride home that I don't want to be a part of. So just imagining that and comparing it to that degree of something, I can understand why she would be mad. So he was like, okay, so you're mad because I didn't thank you, blah blah blah. And then they start fighting over, and like I said, him telling her that the whole movie was not based off of her and her struggle to get over drugs and all this kind of stuff, saying a bunch of stuff that he should not have said. Then they kind of start to make up, and he got a call, I guess, or a notification that I think the review was up, and he was being really animated and dramatic over like the review and why I guess he didn't like it. And she was just putting up with it all though. She was just like, go ahead, let it all out. And she was like, look, you can write something, you can put it out there, but people don't have to like it, point blank. That's just what it is. You're gonna like criticize her for having an opinion? Then it looked like everything was gonna be fine. They were all over each other again. Then he was like, okay, just hold on, happy moments, I'm going to use the bathroom, I'll be right back. And then I could see it in her eyes, like something else pops into her head and she starts crying. Then it was, be honest with me, why didn't you cast me in the role of Imani? And I was like, here we go. She done started a whole nother, why couldn't she have said that the first time they started arguing? Did she just forget? I know she didn't just forget. Why couldn't she just say that the first time? Whole nother argument. Whole bunch of other words said that didn't need to be said. This movie was like the embodiment of a toxic relationship. I was like, look, if y'all are gonna do this, I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do, but maybe y'all should reevaluate your relationship. Maybe. Like, I just felt so drained. They did a good job with displaying toxicness in relationships. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, take a good look, because this is not what a relationship is supposed to look like. Okay? Like, this is not it, you know? They did a good job portraying these characters, but like I said, what I got from the movie was that this was a toxic relationship. Toxic, no Jesus anywhere. Okay, let's just be honest, but you know, that's Hollywood for you anyways. But I was like I had to go to sleep after watching that movie, after they put me through that emotional roller coaster. Like, I had anxiety. I was so stressed out after that. Like, I had expected him to like strangle her in the bathtub or something, because that's what I thought it was building up to. I was like, she done got in the bathtub, he's sitting there enough to just grab her by the throat, and she's small age, she can't do nothing. But you know, it wasn't that kind of film, thankfully, because I would have had to turn off the film, because they weren't about to put me through that after everything else they put me through. It just was not about to happen. I felt convicted watching that movie. I was like, I had to ask God for forgiveness. I was like, what did I just put myself through? Like, I'm still thinking about that, and I'm just like, did I really watch all of that? Anyways, but as a movie, it was, like I said, it was well done. But like I said, the message that I received from it, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the message at all. The toxic relation, just beware. Look out for this kind of stuff, people, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the kind of relationship you want to have. But yeah, that's all I had to say about the movie. Just, I'm done.